This is VOA News. I'm Marissa Melton. Sudan's army said on Saturday it had agreed to help evacuate foreign nationals as sporadic gunfire and airstrikes echoed across Khartoum. More from VOA's Steve Miller.
Sudan's military said that Army Chief General Abdel Fattah Burhan had spoken to leaders of various countries, requesting safe evacuations of their citizens and diplomats from Sudan. The World Health Organization says the country has been roiled by bloody fighting for the past week, which has killed over 400 people. Foreign countries have struggled in vain to repatriate their citizens, a task deemed far too risky as clashes between the Sudanese army and a rival powerful paramilitary group have raged in and around Khartoum, including in residential areas. Steve Miller, VOA News.
The World Food Program is bracing for further waves of Sudanese refugees reaching neighboring Chad, fleeing the conflict between Sudan's army and the paramilitary Rapid Support Forces. This according to WFP's country director for Chad. Around 10,000 to 20,000 Sudanese have already crossed the border into Chad a week after the fighting began in Khartoum and many other areas of the country. Pierre Honora, country head for Chad, spoke to Reuters on Friday.
C'est très difficile d'estimer. Je crois qu'on a déjà.
He says it's difficult to estimate, but we already have 10 to 20,000 people who are there, that's for sure. We think there are others who will come. It's almost certain. It's going to be really complicated. WFP will prepare to welcome at least 100,000. That's the first wave, but there could be many more. So you really have to stay close. Honora added that the new arrivals add to already 400,000 Sudanese refugees who fled the country during previous conflicts. This is VOA News. At least 9 people were killed and more than 60 wounded when a triple suicide bomb attack destroyed about 20 buildings in the central Mali town of Sévaré early on Saturday. This according to a spokesperson for the regional governor. The spokesperson told Reuters all of those killed and wounded in the blasts were civilians. There was no immediate claim of responsibility for the attack. Images shared on social media showed several buildings, including a gas station, destroyed by the blast, as well as injured people being given assistance. Reuters could not independently verify those images. On this Earth Day weekend, many Americans say they've experienced an extreme weather event that can be linked to climate change, but most say they're not motivated to take action. AP correspondent Jackie Quinn.
Overall, about 80% of U.S. adults say they've personally felt the effects of extreme weather, like extreme heat or drought. But according to an Associated Press NORC Center poll, half the respondents have spoken with family or friends about climate change, but only a small number feel motivated or hopeful about things changing. President Biden addressed that Friday.
Will we step up to our ambitions? Will we stand together to meet the great challenges we have? Will we preserve our planet for future generations?
One poll respondent, a truck driver from New York who's a Republican, says he doesn't talk about climate change with others because the conversation seems dominated by extreme views on both sides. I'm Jackie Quinn.
An upcoming rape lawsuit trial puts the spotlight back on former President Donald Trump's history with women. AP correspondent Julie Walker.
The former president's behavior toward women has long been a source of flashpoints in his political career. Now he faces a new level of scrutiny as he runs to return to the White House. A trial in a lawsuit accusing him of rape. Jury selection is set to start Tuesday. The case involves allegations by former advice columnist E. Jean Carroll, who says Trump raped her in a New York department store dressing room in the 90s. Trump, who is unlikely to attend the trial, has called the accusations a complete con job. Carroll, who is seeking unspecified damages, cast the case as a Me Too-inspired quest for accountability from the epitome of prominent men. Julie Walker, New York.
An Iranian city prosecutor has announced an agreement between the judiciary, the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps, and the so-called morality police to form a special force to deal with women who refuse to comply with compulsory veiling. The city prosecutor of Isfahan announced the agreement in a ceremony on Saturday. He said severe action will be taken against trade unions if they don't compel their employees who are female to wear a hijab. Marissa Melton, VOA News.
Thank you for watching. Can you do me a favor? Please leave a comment in the comment section below. That would really help. Thank you, and see you again soon.